What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back at again with another video. So, it's time to give my preview and predictions for Saturday night main event, man. I'm actually kind of intrigued with this particular Saturday night's main event because, well, one, we obviously have we're gonna have a new world champion, so it's gonna be interesting to see how that's gonna play out, and it's definitely gonna be interesting to see what they do when it comes to Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. We're gonna get into the breakdowns, who I think is gonna lose or win, and why not. I know I usually try to get these preview and predictions out a little bit sooner, but yesterday I was pretty busy with filming some car content. I think you guys are gonna like. So I appreciate everyone being patient with me, but I wanted to get this out before we go live later on tonight. So there's only 4 matches on this card. Only 4. I think it's only a 2-hour show, so we're going to be in and out. So we're going to start off with Dirty Dominic Mysterio versus Penta versus Rusev. Triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. This may start off the show. Who knows? I think it should, because it's going to be a pretty fire match, but they may switch it up. Who knows? But honestly, I don't see Dominic losing yet. I'm sure, what's that group? Los Americanos. They'll probably get involved. Y'all already know who I'm talking about. He has some type of working business relationship with the Americanos, so they'll probably get involved to help. It's a triple threat match, which means there's no rules. Anything goes, essentially. But I do think it's going to be a good match. Dominic he's actually pretty over. It's crazy seeing in 2025 how he used to get booed out the building, and now they chant dirty, dirty Dom. Even though he's a heel and he cheats to win, people love it. People definitely love it. So, I mean, I don't think you take the title off him yet. I think you only take the title off him if it involves Finn Balor and Finn Balor feeling some type of way. I don't know when they're going to pull the trigger on that. They've been slow cooking that for a very long time. So I think that's the only time he actually loses the title. But I don't think he's going to lose it in this triple threat match. I do think it's going to be a fun, entertaining match. I do think the Americanos are going to get involved in some form or fashion, and will assist Dominic once again in retaining the Intercontinental Championship. But I don't have a problem with it, because he's become a very good fan favorite, and he's a good heel, and I love his character work. So I'm with Dominic retaining. Next, Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. Now here's the thing. Jade is essentially turned heel, or whatever you want to call it. Me personally, if I had to look at Tiffany's title reign so far, not to say that it's been bad, it's been middle of the road. And I don't even think it's really her fault. I think it comes down to there is no real top women's division on SmackDown outside of Nia, outside of Jade, outside of Bianca, and we don't even know when Bianca's coming back. Everybody else is in a tag team division or trying to fight over the United States Championship, the Women's United States Championship. That's going nowhere. They literally don't really have anybody else that they've pushed on SmackDown to face Tiffany Stratton. So it's either been Jade or it's either been Nia. That's it. That's all she's been feuding with. So, me, personally, if they were to do something shocking, because I kind of don't think this show is going to... It's not that I don't think it's going to be shocking. I just don't think they're going to pull the trigger on certain situations because it's Saturday night's main event. They could surprise us, but I don't know if they're going to do that. But a good surprise would be Jade winning. Because it would make sense for her heel turn to be justified, but I'm still kind of leaning towards Tiffany Stratton somehow retaining. Because granted, this is just a regular championship match, so Tiffany can get counted out. Tiffany can can cheat if she wants to retain, whatever the case may be. She can do whatever she needs to do to essentially retain the title, and they could extend it for maybe one more pay-per-view. Well, I mean, this technically is not a pay-per-view or PLE. They count it as one, but it's a glorified house show. This one's a tough one. Part of me wants Jade to win it because it just makes sense from her just turning heel. But part of me still believes that they'll find a way to have Tiffany win or retain without her losing clean. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of split on it. I'm going to go with Tiffany to retain. Tiffany retains, obviously maybe by count out, cheating, whatever, and then we get another match. We'll finally get a match. I'm going with that. Because I would be very surprised, even with Jay being a heel, I would be so surprised they actually give her the title. I would. If this was at a PLE, I would go with Jade. But since this is like Saturday night's main event, I'm still going with Tiffany. So I'm going to go with Tiffany to retain. Now, we got CM Punk versus Jey Uso for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship. This has been a tough one too. The only one that hasn't really been tough for me to kind of go with is Dominic in the prediction. But so far, when it comes to Jay and CM Punk, this is obviously a situation. Somebody's going to be a new world champion. And you can be unpredictable here the most in the sense because someone has to be a winner here. Someone needs to be the world champion. The one thing that's kind of got me thinking differently is what CM Punk said in the promo. CM Punk basically said in a promo, what are you willing to do to win the World Heavyweight Championship? We're going to find out. How far are you willing to go to win? Now, when I hear those type of verbiage or words being used in that way, talking to a babyface or a babyface that's frustrated, are you willing to cheat? Are you willing to cheat to win? That's the thing. Because if you have Jay win, he has to cheat. He has to win in a controversial or a cheating way. And it doesn't even have to be outwardly, but it has to be something where, you check the replay like, what the heck? Wait, whoa. That wasn't a clean win. It has to be something like that. If you're going to do it. If you're going to go that route. Because then you would have to go with the character arc of Jay trying to deflect and deny that he didn't cheat. He won this fair and square. Maybe the fans start to turn on him. But I don't think that's the case. I would like that to be the case because it would be something refreshing for Jay. I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think they're ready to pull the trigger on him yet to be a heel or even start teasing, or they've been teasing it, but to even really start leaning into it more, I think CM Punk gets crowned. I don't think he's going to have a long title reign. I think they're probably setting up Braun Breaker for sure. But I do think CM Punk finally gets his moment again and actually hold the title for longer than 5 minutes. So I'm going with CM Punk here. I'm going with CM Punk to win the World Heavyweight Championship. And at that point, maybe you start to really play into the dissension of Jay. But if they do have Jay win, he would have to cheat to win. That's the only thing that would make sense in my eyes. Because if you have him win as a babyface, yes, the fans will fucking love it in attendance. Oh, but social media, oh my God, they're going to hate this, boy. So I'm going with CM Punk to win the vacant World Heavyweight Championship. And last but not least, Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Now, I did get to see their contract signing segment last night. I really did enjoy it. I didn't watch SmackDown for the most part, but when I did get to check that out, I did enjoy that a lot. For the simple fact, Drew didn't want to sign the contract because he knew the advantage was still going to be in Cody's corner. So Cody got fed up. He was like, look, bro, if I get disqualified, the title changes hands. If I get counted out, the title changes hands. Fine, we'll do it that way. He signed it, and then he started rage baiting Cody. He started rage baiting him. He said, you do all this stuff for the fans and all this other crap, when at the end of the day, they will turn on you. They will, one minute they love you, the next minute they're not, and Drew's been saying this a lot to Cody. And, he talked about him just being this, this corporate guy all of a sudden, and being this individual that, try to seem like he's just so perfect when that's not the case. He even talked about, Drew's like, I'm the blueprint for you. I left WWE to, make a name for myself, and then WWE wanted me back. And Cody, he gave him props for being the blueprint, but I like how he spun it. He was like, that's interesting. You're the blueprint, but the difference between me and you is I had the balls to leave WWE. You got fired. I was like, oh, that's a cold one, because that's what happened. That's a cold one. And basically Drew was just trying to rage bait him. He was trying to rage bait him. He brought up his kids, like, instead of you trying to, appeal to these fans by dressing up in orange because it's Halloween, you should be out, celebrating Halloween with your two daughters. And obviously that pissed off Cody. Cody went to hit him with the title over the head. He missed. Ended up eating a claymore. Then Drew ended up throwing Cody through the contract signing table, the obligatory contract signing table, and Drew ended up standing tall once again. Now, here's the thing: they changed stipulation. If Cody does cheat or get disqualified, count out, he loses. Obviously, to add a little bit more stakes to the situation. I still don't have Drew winning. I don't have Drew winning. They could do something interesting. They could. I don't have him winning, but if they were to insert Randy, which a lot of people are speculating, if they insert Randy and Randy ends up being the one that cost Cody, I think that would be interesting. But I think the better story I don't know. I feel like the better story could possibly be Cody. Randy kind of turning on Cody because he wants another title opportunity. I think that's the better story if they were to go that route. Instead of it being Randy accidentally cost Cody the title, or maybe it's not on accident. Who knows? But Randy Orton being involved would be the perfect scenario to have Drew win, but not have Cody get pinned. Or in a sense, not have Cody lose by getting pinned or whatever the case may be. So you could do that, but honestly, I don't see it happening, bro. I don't. Not on this Saturday night's main event. Maybe if this was Survivor Series, yes, I would probably lean in towards Drew winning. But no, I just don't see this on a 2-hour show on television, bro. I don't. It's not a PLE or anything like that. I don't see it happening. I would love to be wrong here, but once again, I think they're still trying to stretch this out as much as they possibly can until they get to round Royal Rumble time. Because to be honest with you, even on Cody's side of things, outside of Drew and Randy, that's it. He has nobody else to really feud with. He's already done it. Feuded with Solo. Jacob's out with injury, or won't be back for a while. Yeah, you can maybe have him go up against some of the newer upcoming talent, but somebody that we can possibly believe that can actually beat him, no. Unless he was to move over to Monday Night Raw, which is not happening. I mean, I just don't see it happening. Now, yeah, you putting the title on Drew would definitely freshen up things. It would freshen up a lot of things. But I do think at that point you would have Cody chasing again. And for him to win the title and only lose it, he won it at SummerSlam only to lose it a few months back. I don't know if you want to hot potato the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean the WWE Championship. Granted, I can get people not wanting it to be another whole year, but I don't know if you hot potato it. So I don't know. And I wouldn't even say it's hot potatoing, but it basically is. But yeah, I'm going with Cody, bro. I just don't think they're gonna pull the trigger, at least not there. It would be interesting to see if Randy does get involved, but outside of that, I'm going with Cody Rhodes to retain um, the WWE Championship. And that's my predictions, man. Cody Rhodes to retain, CM Punk to win, Tiffany Stratton to essentially still retain, and Dirty Dominic. I That's just me. I know it seems predictable predictions, but I just don't see them doing anything shocking in this for this Saturday night's main event. I just don't. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. If they surprise me, this will be the one time for the preview and predictions. If I get a lot of these wrong, I'm actually going to be okay with it because it would be unpredictable. I don't think we get any unpredictability until maybe a major PLE, which would be Survivor Series. I think is next. So I don't know, but hey, comment down below. Let me know. Give me y'all predictions down below. Who y'all think is gonna win? Who y'all think is gonna lose? I appreciate all love, support. Road to 200K. Appreciate y'all kicking to me. See you on the next one. Peace.